let's continue down this path and talk about the different levels. So you said, this C class, B class, A class, master, grandmaster. Maybe I messed that up. Sorry if I did. But in those classes, you're shooting different setups, right? And
so each gun has its own division.
Yeah, and division. So each gun. And so when you say each gun, there's basically like, this is an out of the box gun, no mods to it, no nothing. Maybe that's C class or D class.
No, so the C class, D class is your level of shooting. Has nothing to do with the gun, right?
Okay. So then there's different divisions.
There's divisions. There's open division, which is basically pretty much anything. There's rules to each one, but open division is like compensator, magwell, red dot, charging handle, ports.
Like the only thing you can't have is like 30 round mags.
The only thing you can't have is over 28 round mags. If you have over 28 round mags or how long they are, you can't shoot it. Other than that, it's open game. You can have everything. For each division, there's minor and major scoring, which is like minor is basically anything 9mm or below. Okay. And major scoring is like 40, 38 super, 9mm major if you load it to that, whatever, 10 mil. Ideally, you want to shoot major. If there's minor and major, you want to shoot major because you get scored better for major. So like say alpha hits. The
strategy there.
Alpha hits are the same for both. So 5 points for minor and major. But once you start getting Charlies and deltas, a Charlie for major is 4 points and a Charlie for minor is 3 points. A delta for major is 2 points, but a delta for minor is 1 point. So
they expect you to be more accurate, and therefore you're almost penalized with the small.
So I shoot open minor, which is like a sucky division. Like you don't want, like pros, you don't want to shoot open minor. It's not a good, because you're shooting against guys with big race guns, 4-inch long compensators.
Looks like Boba Fett's gun.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm shooting my STI, which is a nice gun, but it's minor and it's not a big compensator, not a gas pedal, blah, 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 blah. And so technically, if I were to shoot against a guy that's in major, right? If I shot the exact same time, 13.13 seconds, and he shot 13.13 seconds, I had 27 alphas, 2 Charlies. He had 27 alphas, 2 Charlies. He wins.
Yep.
I have to beat him to tie with him, and then I have to really, really beat him to beat him, if that makes sense.
It does, yeah.
So
you have to be uber accurate.
Yeah, you have to be uber accurate. And that's why I say I need to hone back a little bit and work on the alphas, because every match that I've gone to, I'm the fastest one. I don't think I've had, a few matches, but most of the matches that I go to, I'm like 10, 12, 15 seconds faster than the next person overall. So for the
so you're crushed. So you have all the time.
Oh no, I have I have 5 stages, and I'll get to the end, and it'll be like I don't know, say 62 seconds, right? My time's 62 seconds. The next person's time is like 80.
It's a combined. That's your combined time.
Time overall, yeah. And it's like 15, 20 seconds faster than everyone, but I have like some deltas and some Charlies, and I can slow down. Not even a second for each shot to slow down is like 0.1, 0.2 seconds to get those hits.
Plenty of wiggle room.
I have a lot of room. That's what I'm working on right now.
That goes back to the question I asked you.
Right now.
Yeah, that's a really good explanation. Yeah, I think that's helpful. And so the other thing was with the firearms. So
open division is like anything. Then there's limited, which is no optic. You can have a magwell. No compensator. So no compensator, no red dot, but you can have a magwell, and that's pretty much limited division. And then that's
what you'll see in John Wick. That's the guns that they run in there.
Right.
Yeah, so limited division, and then you can have more than 10 round mags. Then there's limited 10, which is the same, but just 10 round mags. Production, which is what you were saying, stock, like a stock Glock 19, stock Glock 17, no magwell, no dot, no comp, no upgraded parts, nothing, but you have to shoot 10 rounds. So that's production. Then there's carry optics, which is what I'm going to get into with the Glock. No compensator, no magwell, but you can have a red dot and other upgrades.
Trigger.
Yeah, trigger, stippling, whatever.
Slide.
And then there's single stacked, which is single stack, 1911s. There's revolver, which is revolvers. And then...
Is there like a FUD division that you're getting into now?
And then there's PCC, which is like pistol caliber carbine. So like a
airsoft guns.
Those things are cool. Cheaters.
Those are fun.
Cool.
Those are fun.
They're fun. And then I think that's probably missing one, but that's pretty much it. Each one you can get classed in. So the classes are D, C, B, whatever. Gotcha. So right now I'm unclassed in everything but open, but I'm mastering open. So now I want to eventually be classed in all of them. I want to be classed.
He's going to do carry optics and get a class for that. But also, from what I've collected, carry optics is becoming like the most popular because it's the most applicable to people.
A lot of people.
Like you can do a carry optics, and it doesn't have to be only for USPSA. It could actually be a gun you keep at home.
It's also very accessible. I mean, anybody can throw that stuff. You can change out your slide. You can put a magwell on.
So yeah, just to get into carry optics, I mean, say you bought like a Glock MOS or you bought a Glock and had a slide cut. You throw a red dot on it and a light. That's good in carry optics.
Yeah, look, that looks like everybody's personal carry or home defense gun, right? So that's it makes sense that this division is going to grow rapidly, and with the more people in it, it makes that competition.
Yeah, just recently, a lot of people are getting into it, and they just had a thing. I actually don't know. Probably going to get people mad at me for this, but I don't know if they accepted. I think they did single action only guns in carry optics, which would be like 2011s. They were trying to get 2011s or single action only guns approved for carry optics because they weren't, and now I think they did, which just means like a staccato P, right? Like the 2011 without a comp, but a magwell and a dot, or no magwell, sorry, just a dot is allowed in carry optics. And a lot of people are upset, like, oh, now the competition is going to get way harder because they're shooting nicer guns. And then other people are like, shut the fuck up, they're not any better. Yeah, shooter, like that. Just because they have a nicer gun, that doesn't mean they shoot better. So
this was my thing about the leveling the playing field. You know, I mean, we're starting to get into this. It's not level, right? It is.
It is.
But it isn't as you start stepping up, like. Gear matters, right? And the money that you have to spend in order to stay in the competition could too. Because I
only go to local matches, right? I've never been to a level 2 match, which I get hate on all the time. People hit me up, like even professionals like Jay Durakaza, dudes like that are going to nationals all the time and traveling around. Always hit me up, like, where are you at? Like, are you hitting nationals this year? Are you hitting this? Are you shooting this? And I'm like, no, for me right now, it's just like funds. You know what I mean? I don't have. It's like $200-300, right, to enter, and then gas to get to Arizona, and then blah, blah, blah. Rounds are ridiculously expensive. So I've just never traveled to shoot. I've only shot local matches. And everyone's like, dude, you're good enough to go to those bigger matches. Because, I mean, I know people that I beat at local matches that go to nationals and win stuff. And I beat them at the local matches. So they're like, dude, if I'm winning stuff, you could definitely win stuff if you go out there. So that's the goal right now, is honing back and getting alphas. And then once I find my groove again, right, especially with the carry optics, I'll hopefully be in more of like a stable position, right, consistent.
To maybe go out and try some of these.
Be able to go to bigger matches and be confident.
I think it'll be good for a few reasons. I think for one, you running like, okay, so like you're going to be running like a Glock that me and Gunco are putting together for you. Okay, like, yeah, obviously I like that, but also I'm only trying to like make stuff that is accessible, or it's only usable to like people who do concealed carry or battle belts like duty, right? And guess what carry optics is? That's pretty much what it is, dude. Like you're going to be rocking an RMR, a trigger, and a light, and that's pretty much it. You got some stippling. That's all you do. And so that's going to be good maybe for me, but also the fact that all these people that we shoot with and all the people on the internet, they're like, well, fuck, you have like a $6,000 staccato. Like, of course, like we've had this conversation.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, now that you're going to be running a fucking Glock that's much closer to what your average person carries, we'll see what people say now.
Yeah, because it happens a lot. They're like, oh man, you're hella good, but man, look at the gun you're shooting.
I've seen you shoot your Beretta just fine, dude.
It's unfortunate it has to be like that, but at the same time, like, okay, well, let's.
Multiple times I've been like, man, if I had a gun,
put your money where your mouth is. Let's figure it out.
And when that happens, I'm like, here, shoot it.
That's racing. Go ahead and shoot it. That's racing, and again, we'll see.